All right. Can you help out Julie? Yes, absolutely. Janet, not Julie. Thank you. Yes, it should be going. I started it 2 minutes ago. Thanks for checking. Yeah, see my ugly mug? Hello, everybody. Well, thanks everybody for joining us today. Well, we're just getting a few people settled here. This is a special Tsok that we're doing to celebrate the parinirvana of Soktse Rinpoche, which is our guru Choje Rinpoche's one of his main teachers, and he lived till, I believe, 97 or 98 years old. And when he passed away 49 days ago, he remained in meditation for 10 days. There was no smell from his body for 10 days. He stayed alert, upright. His breathing had stopped and his heart had stopped, but he remained, like his skin was glowing. Choje Rinpoche was there for the whole time, and he said one of the things that they do to check when someone comes out of meditation after they pass away is that they'll pinch the skin. So, for us, you pinch your skin and it goes right back down again, and when dead bodies, typically it stays up. And so for 10 days, his skin stayed healthy, and and then after Soktse Rinpoche passed away, and then after those 10 days, he was transported. It was another, don't quote me 100%, but it was around 7 or 8 days that they took him from Delhi up into the mountains of Sikkim, which is far eastern India. And along the way, they stopped at monasteries and nunneries that had requested for his body to be brought, and they did practices. And Choje Rinpoche said the whole time there was no smell with the body, just incredible signs. Everywhere they went was completely blue sky, no clouds in the sky. And they brought him to his main nunnery, which is in Ketchopelri, eastern India. It's around 8,000 or 9,000 feet. And you can see one of the 8,000 meter peaks from there, Ketchkanjunga. And they've been Choje Rinpoche has been there for the whole time doing practices, and so they finished today and did big 49-day Tsok. They've been doing Tsok, 100,000 Tsok offerings every single day for the past 49 days. Just incredible. And so...
I don't know if you know this, he told me today, for the 49th day, that it snowed in Ketchopelri, which he said just never happens there, that it snowed, and he says it's very auspicious. He said when you're doing 100,000 Tsok offering, and for it to rain or to have precipitation like that is really auspicious.
So for those online that might not have heard, Choje Rinpoche told Genevieve that it snowed today for the 49th day, which is very abnormal. It doesn't, I remember asking, I was just there recently in August, and I asked the nuns if it ever snowed there, and they said maybe once a year in like January, February. So it's very rare and very auspicious. So I invite you all, some of you I know in this room, so Soktse Rinpoche came to our center in 2015 and gave us empowerments and teachings, and it was just an amazing event. But more than that, I know some of you have never met Soktse Rinpoche, and really the most amazing thing with our practice is the lineage. So from Soktse Rinpoche to Choje Rinpoche, so even if you've never met him specifically, if you've met Choje Rinpoche or you've heard any of Choje Rinpoche's teachings on YouTube, you've heard Soktse Rinpoche and you have a connection to that lineage. So I invite you to open your mind and with this Tsok offering today, and it's a very powerful time to connect our mind with the mind of a Lama that has gone into parinirvana. So let's begin. So we'll start just on page 1. The verses of prayer to the 8 noble auspicious ones. And so we'll say it in Tibetan, and then we'll go back and say it in English for the whole practice. Om Nang Sid Nang Drag Rang Shin Lundra Pe Tashi Chochu Shinna Shugpa Yi Sangye Chudan Gendun Pegpe So Gunla, Chogsal, Dagchag, Takshi, Sho, Jamme, Gyalpo, Salten, Drondub, Gong, Jampe, Gepa, Gedrag, Paldampa, Gunla, Gompa, Getcher, Dragpa, Chen, Lumpo, Tarpag, Saldrag, Paldang, Ni, Semchen, Tamched, Lurgon, Dragpe, Pel, Yidsam, Sepa, Serab, Dragpa, Te, Sensam, Terpe, Tashi, Pelpe, We, Dewa, Shegpe, Gela, Chagsalo, Jampal, Shunu, Palden, Dorjezin, Chenre, Zigwong, Gompo, Jampe, Pel, Sai, Ningpo, Dripa, Nampar, Sal, Namkai, Ningpo, Pagchot, Kuntu, Zan, Udpel, Dorje, Pedkar, Lushing, Dang, Norbu, Dawa, Raldri, Ningmai, Chagsen, Lagnam, Tashi, Pelgi, Cho, Chanchu, Sempa, Gela, Chagselo, Rinchen, Dunchok, Tashi, Sergi, Na, Duchun, Bumzan, Yedon, Kamala, Nendrag, Dundan, Punso, Palwe, U, Minu, Galsen, Wanger, Korlo, Te, Rinchen, Tagchot, Gekki, Chagsen, Chen, Chogtu, Gewa, Chochi, Gekegma, Gegso, Nowo, Drape, Palpe, We, Tashi, Lamo, Gela, Chagselo, Sampa, Chempu, Dejun, Sedmed, Mi Tong, Degdang, Gyalpo, Yurkor, Shrung, Page, Pudan, Luan, Minmi, Zang, Namter, Sete, Laze, Korlo, Dang, Trishu, Ladan, Dundun, Torje, Chen, Piwam, Raldri, Choksen, Galsen, Zin, Sasum, Nesu, Geleg, Tashi, Pel, Jigtang, Gongwa, Gela, Chagselo, Dagchag, Dendir, Chawa, Sampala, Gegdan, Newa, Sepa, Kunshi, Ni, Dedam, Papal, Samdin, Yinshin, Drup, Tashi, Deleg, Punsum, Sok, Par, Sho. In the natural, spontaneously present, perfectly pure, phenomenal existence, to all who dwell in the auspicious realms of the 10 directions, the Buddhas, Dharma, and assemblies of the noble Sangha, I prostrate and pray that all may be auspicious for myself and all others. To Dranmed, Gyalpo, Salten, Drondub, Gong, Jampa, Gepa, Gedrag, Paldampa, Gunla, Gompa, Getcher, Dragpa, Chen, Lunpo, Tarpag, Saldrag, Pal, and Ni. Noble ones known for your consideration of all sentient beings, noble ones known for your superior display of enlightened activities that grants mental satisfaction. Merely hearing your names increases all glory and auspiciousness. I prostrate to the 8 Sugatas, to the youthful Manjushri, the glorious Vajra holder, the powerful Avalokiteshvara, the noble protector of Maitreya, Sai Nigpo, Dribpa, Namparcel, Namkai Ningpo, the supreme noble Kuntuzampo, Upel Dorje, Pedkar, Lushing, and Norbu Dawa, Raldri Nima, holders of the excellent hand emblems of supreme noble good fortune. I prostrate to the 8 Bodhisattvas, the supreme jeweled umbrella, the auspicious golden fish, the wish-fulfilling vase, the mind-pleasing Kamala flower, the conch of fame and glory, the fully endowed endless knot, the eternal victory banner, the all-powerful wheel, you who hold these 8 supreme precious signs, offered to the conquerors of all directions and times. Attractive maidens of pleasure, to recall your nature increases all that is noble. I prostrate to the 8 goddesses of good fortune. Sampa, Chempu, Dejan, Sedmed, Migtan, Den, and Gyalpo, Yukor, Shrung, Pagyepo, and Luan, Midmizang, Namtese, and Ladze, Korlo, holders of the trident, short spear, and vajra, vina, sword, stupor, and banner of victory, who make auspiciousness and positivity grow in the 3 realms. I prostrate to the 8 guardians of the world concerning the activity that myself and others are about to begin. by pacifying all obstructions and unwanted harm. May the noble and meaningful increase and all wishes be accomplished. May good fortune, happiness, and prosperity be fully endowed. Now the next page. We'll say this 3 times. Organ yugi nupcham sam Padma sardong pola Yasen choki no drupne Padma jungne she sudrang Kordu kandro mang porkor Ken ki jesu dag drup ki Jin gi lob chir shrek su so Guru Padma siddhi hong Organ yugi nupcham sam Padma sardong pola Yasen chogi no drupne Padma jungne she sudrang Kordu kandro mang porkor Ked ki jesu da drup ki Jin gi lob chir shrek su so Guru Padma siddhi hong Organ yugi nupcham sam Padma sardong pola Yasen chogi no drupne Padma jungne she sudrang Kordu kandro mang porkor Ke ki jesu da drup ki Jin gi lob chir shrek su so Guru Padma siddhi hong. Hung at Oregon's northwestern frontier on the stem and corona of a lotus flower, wonder is supreme accomplishment attained, and as the lotus-born renowned, encircled by a retinue of many dakinis, so that I may become like you, please come and grant your blessings, Guru Padma siddhi hung. Now the next page. Emaho, Troljao choki yinki zinkam su, choni dusum ke god medpe nang, Chadra lunzo dewa chenpoi ku Namka zindu tukje chogri men Lama choki kula sowa dem Organ pema jungne la sowa dem Dechen lungi drupe zinkam su Kusung tugdan yunten trin leki Yeshe nadan dewa shekpeku Tugje tre drag nasok sosotan Lama lonjog zokula soadem Organ peman jungne la soadem Mije jikten dagpe zinkam su Tugje chenpo drowe don la jan Gangla gangdu tabki drodan zan Dedan machun data dusumgi Lama trupe kula soadem Organ pema jungne la soadem. Wondrous in the pure realm of the fundamental space of reality, free from elaboration, The actual nature beyond the three times, origination and cessation, is the body of great bliss, naturally complete and aimless. Compassion like the sky, without bias or point of reference. Dharmakaya Guru, to you I pray. Lotus born of organ, in the pure realm of spontaneously present great bliss, are the embodiments of the Buddha's form, speech, mind, qualities, and activity. The bodies of the thus gone ones, endowed with a fivefold primal knowing, revealing each and every of the various manifestations of compassion. Sambhogakaya Guru, to you I pray. Lotus born of organ, to you I pray. In the realm of the innate purity of this conditioned universe, manifest their great compassion for the sake of sentient beings. Emanations act to benefit beings through skillful means suited to each individual, those passed on to come and present. Nirmanakaya Gurus of the three times, to you I pray. Lotus born of organ, to you I pray. Nansen rigzen nuden dorje zal, mondeshe mopa tahe zam, tada paljun galsen drogbeno, jidril yeshe dorje la sowadem. In the past, the awareness holder Nuden Dorje Tsal. In the future, the Buddha Mopatai. In the present, Padmasambhava's regent, Drogben in Persian, Jidro Yeshe Dorje, to you I pray. Ogmen Choki Yinki Podang Na, Dusum Sange Kungi No Wonin, Ramsen Choku Nonsum Tonzen Pa, Saiwe Lama Sabla Sowadem. Within the palace of the fundamental space of reality, the unsurpassed pure realm, is the essence of all the Buddhas of the three times. You who actually introduced the Dharmakaya of my own mind, Root Guru, at your feet I pray. All right, now we'll go to the shower blessings section, which is page 67. And before we start this real quick, I wanted to this story popped into my head. So 20 years ago, I was in Nepal with Genevieve, and we had just gone to this elaborate Tsok offering at Dudrum Gompa, which is Choje Rinpoche's teacher's monastery. And over there, like this place is gilded with statues, but over there it's like everywhere, it's like covering. And we went out to lunch with Rinpoche after that. And I was like, Rinpoche, I don't think I can do this Buddhist thing. Like, it's just too much stuff and statues and tankas and like, what does this stuff all mean? Like, I don't get it. And he just stopped and he said, we were sitting at a restaurant and we were eating soup. And he said, Jim, what's the purpose of this around you? And I was like, well, it's a restaurant. I don't know. And he's like, the purpose is the soup. All the rest of this, all the walls, the lights, the waiters, the spoon, they're all helpful implements to help you eat. That's the whole purpose. And so with these more elaborate practices, there's a lot going on with Tsok, and Choje Rinpoche has given some amazing teachings that I really encourage you. They're on YouTube. One of the main things is in Buddhism we know that all of us have basic nature, Buddha nature. All of us are inherently good, and it's our ignorance that manifests to make our aggression, our jealousies, all these like problems in our lives. And one of the most beautiful things about Tsok practice is that for the next hour and 15 minutes, I invite you to be in that Buddha nature. Be in that pure mind and look at everyone around us as these Buddhas that we are. And the only thing that separates us is this ignorance. And that's what we work on with our meditation practices. And when you're doing this Tsok, the Tsok transforms into medicine and gold and jewels and everything that would benefit other people and all beings around. And but all of these things and these elaborate ceremonies, it just comes down to our own nature. And so I just invite you to spend this time in your pure self, and the more time you spend in that, the easier it becomes. And that's why we do these often. So I just wanted to say that. Okay. Kadak choku pema se padme, Long chodzo ku pema kun tu chang. Trupai kuno soke dorje la. So wa deb so dagyu jingi lo. Yang chen trupa ye she so gyama. Long ne da tro zil nan ge pat sao. Kyab dag jampal de we ni ma la. So wa deb so dag yu jingi lo. Jin lam kabab gyur me ne dun wang. Rige kyab dag du drum drol du ling. Kadrin sum den sai we lama la. So wa deb so dag yu jingi lo. De tar so wa tab pe chin lab ki. Min she wang to dam sid nam par dang. Rim ni lam le nir drup tar chin te. Kun zang pema kare kun top shok. Now back to the beginning. Original purity, Dharmakaya Padma, limitless longevity, Sambhogakaya Padma, holder of all, essential face of Nirmanakaya, lake-born Vajra Lord, as I pray to you, please transform my mind. Emanation of Saraswati, Mother Yesed Sogyo, Zilnan Gepat Sal, who deciphered the symbols in the fivefold inner expanse. Lord of Refuge, Jampal Dewe Nima, as I pray to you, please transform my mind. Gurme Naden Wangpo, destined to receive the blessings. Dujam Lingpa, refuge embodying the 100 families. Root Guru, so kind in the 3 ways. As I pray to you, please transform my mind. By the blessing of praying in this way, the maturing empowerments are received with Samaya pristine. On the path of the 2 stages, perfecting the approach and accomplishment, may I attain the body of the lotus-born total goodness. So this next prayer is refuge prayer, so we'll say this 3 times. Twice in Tibetan, once in English. Hung. Rigto no wo so ke pema jung. Kyab ne kundu no war kyab suchi. Sri dir lober tru pedro wakun. Tru parang sang kadang long dro sho. Rigto no wo so ke pema jung. Kyab ne kundu no war kyab suchi. Sri dir lober tru pedro wakun. Tru parang sang kadang long drosh. Hung, awareness, emptiness, the essence of the lake-born lotus guru. I take refuge in this essence, the gathering of all sources of refuge. For all beings temporarily deluded by this transitory existence, may delusion purify itself and unravel in the expanse of original purity. It's the good stuff. Ram yam kam, omahung, omahung, omahung. Sawarbhuta arkar kayadza, sawar being nambalingta kayi. Sawarbhuta arkar kayadza, sawar being nambalingta kayi. Sawarbhuta arkar kayadza, sawar being nambalingta kayi. Now the middle of this page. Hung ma ring zun zin tru pe jung po nam tor ma di ke da dra nang tu tang rang rig ye she po gyur med pe nang kor su me dro nang tu sam cha do. Hung, negative forces, unaware and deluded by duality, take this torment and go to the state beyond extremes. The unchangeable state of self-aware, primal knowing, is the boundary that is protection, that is primordially liberated from the three spheres of delusion. Om Subhani Subhani Hung Pet, Om Garani Garani Hung Pet, Om Garani Baya Hung Pet, Om Ahaya Abiyarata Hung Pet, Om Subhani Subhani Hung Pet, Om Garani Garani Hung Pet, Om Garani Baya Hung Pet, Om Anaiho Abiyarata Hung Pet, Om Subhani Subhani Hung Pet, Om Garani Garani Hung Pet, Om Garani Baya Hung Pet, Om Anaiho Abiyarata Hung Pet. De chen pema kiwe zinkam ne kusum lun drup soke dorje chang ne dir jin po chok tu no drup so chose kun zang ro pe gen du gyur. Hung, from the blissful pure land of the spiraling lotus, naturally self-accomplished three bodies, lake-born Vajra holder, please bless this place and grant the supreme and ordinary cities. May these offerings become the ornament of the display of total goodness. Om Ah Hung, Benza Guru Pema Tro Trang Sel, Benza Samaya Ja, Abhishaya Ah. Om Sara Puja Miga Samu Hung Shri Tra. Rang lu tamal ne pe dun karu, organ dream e dana ko she so, tin zab yan la ga dang chu gang wei, u su rin chen pe dang dang ge feng. Kyabne kundu organ dorje chang, san pe pel bar so yao yum dang tril, chage dorje yun pe tun bu nam, dar dang rin chen ru pe gen gize. O ne long ne chi chin zi jin bar, kordu sa sum ga so trin tar tim, jin lab tuk je char beb dag la zing, gao ku no wo chi med ye shaker. Dun shuk drag po te chag tag tu sal, lu dan lon cho du sum ge we so, kun zang chut pe trin du mik ne bu, to me ne sa dik tun ma lu shag, Sre che gyawa kungi yun tengi, kyab dag chik pum gon poi nam tar la, ning nai rang dag pe so deb shing, zab ge choki char chen be parku. Rang zan ge we no po kun dom ne, Drokam Yaso Jishrit Neki Bar Gonpo Kyo Ki Nam Tar Jenek Te Kya Kya Dro We Dren Pe Dun Du No Kyabne Kundu De Chin Zi Chin Po Dunani Me Kyab Chig Rinpoche Nadoi Gu Pe Narzin Dun Shugi Sol De Bula Se We Ne Du Zig Gon Pe Long Ne Tuk Je Zao Chung La Mo Den Da Gi Ning La Jin Gi Lo Tag Dan San Ma Nir Du Ton Pa Dang Chok Dan Tu Mo No Drup Sal Du So. All right, now we'll say that in English. And this is the visualization that you'll maintain for most of the rest of the practice. So really listen to the words in English, and you can visualize with your mind. Before me in my ordinary form is Oregon's stainless Dhanakosha lake, its profound depths filled with the water of 8 qualities. In its center, atop a jeweled stem of a lotus, petals unfurled, is the Oregon Vajra holder in whom all sources of refuge converge. Brilliant with the splendor of the major and minor marks, he is embracing Sogyo, the mother consort. He holds a Vajra in his right hand, a vase within a skull cup in his left, exquisite in their silks and ornaments of jewels and bone. Within a vast expanse of 5-colored light, they blaze in the awesome splendor of great bliss. Oceans of the 3 roots gather like clouds as their retinue. They gaze upon me, bringing down a shower of blessings and compassion. To the embodiment of deathless primal awareness, the essence of all victorious ones, I forever offer prostrations of faith with intense and powerful yearning. My body, wealth, and enjoyment, and all virtues gathered throughout the 3 times, all these I offer in the manner of Samantra Bhaja's vast clouds of offerings. I confess without exception all negative actions and failings accumulated through time without beginning. Sole sovereign of all the qualities of the victorious ones and their heirs, enlightened protector, in your example of perfect liberation, I rejoice from my heart. To you I pray with faith, beseeching you to bring down a great rain of profound and vast Dharma. Amassing all virtuous qualities of my own and others, I will, for as long as the countless oceans of beings endures, follow the example of your perfect liberation, enlightened protector. I dedicate all this to the guidance of beings throughout space. Great wellspring of wisdom and love, in whom all sources of refuge converge, sole precious refuge in the evil of time. I am afflicted by the spread of the 5 and pray to you with great longing. Quickly look with love upon your child. Bring forth the manifest energy of compassion from the expanse of your realization. Grant your blessings to my devoted heart. Swiftly show signs and indications, and pray bestow the supreme and ordinary cities. What page? 96. Page 96. We're going to say the 7-line prayer, and we're going to say this a bunch of times, and they're going to make plates of food. Hung organ yugi noob cham sam Padma sar dong pola Yasen chogi no drup ne Pema jung ne she sudrang Kordu kandro mang por kor Ket ki jesu da drup ki Jin gi lob chir shrek su so Guru Padma siddhi hong Organ yugi noob cham sam Padma sar dong pola Yasen chogi no drup ne Padma jung ne she su Sudrang Kordu Kandro Mangporkor Kedgi Jesu Da Jubki Jingi Lob Chir Shrek Su So Guru Padma Siddhi Hong Organ Yugi Nupcham Sam Padma Ge Sardong Pola Yasen Chogi No Drupne Padma Jungne She Sudrang Kordu Kandro Mangporkor Kedgi Jesu Dang Drupki Jingi Lob Chir Shrek Su So Guru Padma Siddhi Hong. Now everybody can say it at your own pace. Okay, so now we can go back to page 77, and we're going to read the top paragraph. Mugu ki sowa tabe lama yabyum gijor sangdang tugka neye sheki udzer nana wartag taryang nerangi ningar timpe gyujin gilapar gir. Due to my devoted prayers, 5 colored rays of the light of the primal knowing extend like filaments from both the point of union and the hearts of the Father and Mother Guru. As these filaments are absorbed into my heart, my mind stream is blessed and transformed. So on page 99 is the short Vajraguru mantra. And so we'll say that until they're finished making plates. Om Ahong Bejaguru Pema Siddhi Hong. Om Ahong Bejaguru Pema Siddhi. Om Ahong Bejaguru Pema Siddhi. Om Ahong. So now on page 100 is what's called the Purification of Speech mantra. It's a long mantra, and if anybody would love to do a project for the center, there's a better transliteration of this that's much easier to read. So I would love to replace this at some point in time. It's the exact same thing the mantras are, it's just easier for us Westerners to read. So you can give it a try. We'll say this 3 times. This is basically purifying any wrong speech that we've had throughout this practice, wrong mantras or wrong pronunciations. Om a a I rebe lele o kakakana sasasana trachtatana tachtatana papapama yavalaba saha saha kya. Om bedasata samaya manupalaya bendasata tinapa tishim dredo mebawa sutakaya mebawa supakaya mebawa anarakta meba sawa siddhi mebayata sawa karma sutame tishim shredam kuruhung ha 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 ho bhagawan savartata beta mime mucha beta bawa ma samaya sato a. Ome Dharma, Hetu Pabhava, Hetu Tekanta, Tragata Hara Dewata Tekanta, Yona Wada, Iwan Masha Madama So Ha. Om A A I Rebe Lele O Kakakana, Satsatana, Trachatana, Tachatana, Papapama, Yabalaba Sakasaha, Kya. Om Benda Sata Samaya, Manu Palaya, Benda Sata Tinapa, Tishim Dredo Mebawa, Sutokayo Mebawa, Supokayo Mebawa, Anarakta Mebawa, Sawa Siddhi Mepariyatsa, Sawa Karma Sutsame, Tishim Shredam Kuruhum, Ha 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 Ho, Bhagawan, Sawa Tata Gata, Benda Meme Mucha Benda Bawa Maha Samaya Sato, A. Ome Dharma, Hetu Prabhava, Hetan Chekanta, Tragata Hara Dewata Tekanzo, Yona Roda, Iwa Wati Madamana So, Ha. Om A I Rebe Lele O Kakakana Satsatana Trachtatana Tatsatana Papapama Yabalava Sakasaha Kya. Om Beda Sata Samaya Manupalaya Benda Sata Tinapa Tishim Mebawa Sutukaya Mebawa Supakaya Mebo Anarakta Mebawa Sawa Siddhi Mepariyata Sawa Karma Sutame Tishim Shredam Kuruhum Ha Ha Ho Bhagawan Sawa Tata Gata Benda Meme Muta Benda Bawa Maha Samaya Sato A. Ome Dharma Heta Prabhava Heta Tekanda Tragata Hayabu Degwata Dekanda Yona Wada Idawati Madamana So Ha. Okay, so now we're going to the confession prayer, which is a few pages back. Where are we at? Confession prayer.
76, 86. Page 86.
Yep, page 86. Om. Ziton tangpe sangye kuntu zang dorje sempe dorje de shin shek pawo chempo drowe gyope gong dagla zergon yeshe chengi zeg adune make yene namda kyang True nor lober sharwe kunton le marig zungzin kenan nam jakun dagchen shoying yumne long du shak benzar sangwe dakpo dorje dam dakpa kusum tuksung samaya umgi Namle namshik sigle gawagang Rabdu non shingupe torlo shak Sattva nampa kungi dude ne Leki nerzin dorje kandroyi Kai Chengpo Drakpo Gir Gir Pe Dechi Drup Gir Nelchen Gu Shak Shak Hum Dun Pe Gyalpo Ye Ne Dorje Che Mixu Me Ching Nam Dak Shak Padra Kuntu Zampo Ezo Rig Zelong Du drel me po cho ying long du ah. Om, the first foundation, is the Buddha, total goodness. Vajrasattva is the Vajra, thus gone one. Great hero, protector of beings, think lovingly of me and look upon me with your eyes of primal knowing. Ah, primordially unborn, completely pure from the very beginning, and yet from conceptualization that incidentally arises as the face of delusion, all degenerate that of the circumstantial appearance of dualistic unawareness, I confess within the great purity of the inner expanse of the five mothers, space of reality, Vajra, Lord of secrets, renowned Vajrabham, of the hundreds of thousands of secret samayas of body, speech, and mind, whatever has damaged the bond or violated the commitment, with intense remorse and regret, I disclose and confess. Sattva, the time when faults become degenerations is past, becoming extreme breaches of the injunction of the Vajradakinis who oversee conduct, and after that becoming obscurations which accumulate the causes for the great hell. These I confess. Hung, primordial king, original great Vajra, without point of reference, beyond degeneration and confession, total goodness, intrinsic space of awareness, complete from the beginning, within the fundamental space of reality, beyond union and separation. Ah. So now, back to, I think it's 99. Is that right? 100. Page 100. So this middle mantra, where it says the 100-syllable mantra, this is the Vajrasattva purification mantra. So we're going to say this mantra as many times as you can. Now we'll say the short mantra, which is Om Vajrasattva. Om Vajrasattva. Om Vajrasattva. Sattva. Hung. Now we are page 79 at the top. Hung. Ale cho ying dang nam ka pa la. Om le nang srin du yon sok shu sam. Hung gi de chen ye she ro par gyur. Shri sa sum la sok so de pa dang. Hung, from Ah, a skull cup equal to the fundamental space of reality. From Om, the sense pleasures of appearance and possibility arranged within as the gathering feast. With Hung become the play of primal knowing, great bliss. With Shri, the host of the three root devatas are delighted and fulfilled. Om Ah Hung Shri, Om Ah Hung Shri, Om Ah Hung Shri. Hung, organ yugi noob cham sam. Pema ge san dong ho la. Yasan chogi no drup ne. Pema jung ne she sudrang. Gordu kandro mang por kor. Ked ki je sundan drup ki. Dudyon Tsok la chandren na. Jingi lo chir shek su so. Ne chok di ru jin pob la. Sok chod ye she du zir gyur. Drup chok dag la wang zi gyur. Geg dan log dren bar ched so. Chok dan tun mon no drup so. So now we'll go back to the beginning of that section and say it in English. Hung, at Oregon's northwestern frontier, on the stem and corota of a lotus flower, wondrous, supreme accomplishments attained, and as the lotus-born renowned, encircled by a retinue of many dakinis, so that I may become like you. Please invite you to this feast of sense pleasures. Please come and grant your blessing. Send down your blessings to this excellent place and transform the feast offerings into the elixir of primal knowing. Bestow the four empowerments on me, the one who aspires to supreme accomplishments. Dispel obstacles, hindrances, and those who lead us astray. Grant the supreme and ordinary cities. Hung. Lama Jesu Pema Tu Dreng Zel. Rigs in Kadroi Sok Dan Che Pai. Sasum Kundung Gewe Kil Kor La. Mogu Dun Shuk Drag Po So Wadem. Dag Zan Go Sum Ge So Lon Cho Che. Nang Sri Dud Yon Ge Gu Ma Sang Men. Kun Zang De Chen So Ki Ko Lor Bo. Tug Ze Ge Ze Tug Da Jong Gur Ching. So Wa Deb So Guru Rinpoche. Jingi Lob Shik Rigs in Kadro So. Modan Bula Chok Tu No Drup So. Dam sig nam cha tam chak jang du so. Wait 1 second. Chi nang sang wei bar chet ying sun dro. Chan chu bar dun dram and jay zin zing. Se so nam to yar noi da zin pel. Sampa lungi drupar jingi lo. Now back to the beginning of that section. Hung, noble guru, Padma Troll Trang Sel, together with your host of awareness holders and dakinis, to this mandala of victorious ones, embodying all the 3 root devatas, I pray with devotion and intense yearning. My 3 doors, gathered virtue, enjoyments, wealth, and those of others, appearance and possibility, delightful sense pleasures with nothing incomplete. All this I offer as the great Ganesha chakra of total goodness, supreme bliss. Lovingly accept this with delight. May it fulfill our sacred bond. I beseech you, Guru Rinpoche, grant your blessings, host of awareness holders and dakinis. Grant the supreme and ordinary spiritual accomplishments to your devoted child. Please purify all degenerations and breaches of Samaya. Liberate outer, inner, and secret obstacles in fundamental space. Until my enlightenment, hold me inseparable. Increase longevity, merit, meditative experiences, and realization like the waxing moon. Grant blessings for the natural self-accomplishment of wishes. Oma Hung, Benzar Guru Pema Siddhi Hung. Now we're going to go to page 89, the Tsok accumulations. So there's 3 accumulations here, a long, a middle, and a short. We're going to say the long and the middle one 7 times, and then a full mala of the short one. And this is a time when you visualize these offerings multiplying, filling the room, Denver, Colorado, America, the world. Nectar rains down, transforming it into every type of medicine, every type of jewels and gems, and anything that people might, any beings that might need to make them happy and bring them closer to the nature of their mind. Ram yam kam om ma hom. Yinki bendar rigpe soktor sham. Drandruk chazer tigle didyon tra. Nosar sami kampe damsig di. Rangrig sawa sungi laso la. Nime nampe nandu chupabu. Tugpe trazer tigle chenpor shak. Zunzin jage keme ying sudro. Trulnong sito sepe trinle dru. Lundrup nangshi yeshe tarchin ne. Kadag shunu bumkur chanchup sho. Ram yam kam om. Yinki benda rigpe soktor sham. Drodrug jazer tigle dudyon tra. Nosar sami kampe damsig di. Rangrig sawa sungi laso la. Nime nampe nandu chupabu. Tugpe drazer tigle chenpor shak. Zunzin drage keme yinsudro. Trulnong sito sepe trinle drup. Lundrub nangshi yeshe tarchin ne. Kadag shunu bumkur chanchub shop. Ram yam kam om ma hong yinki benda rigpe soktor sham. Drandruk jazer tigle dudyon tra. Norsor same kampe damsig di. Rangrig sawa sungi laso la. Nime nampe nandu chudpabo. Tugpe drazer tigle chenpor shak. Zunzin jage keme ying sudro. Trulnong seto sepe trinle drup. Lundrup nangshi yeshe tarchin ne. Kadag shunu bumkur chan shub sho. Ram Yam Kam Om. Yinki Benda Rigpe Soktor Sham Drandruk Jazer Tigle Dunyon Tra Norsor Sami Kampe Damsig Di Rangrig Sawa Sungi Laso La Nime Nampe Nandu Chupa Bu Tugpe Drazer Tigle Chenpor Shak Zunzin Drage Keme Yingsu Dro Trunong Sito Sepe Trinle Dru Lundrub Nangshi Yeshe Tarchine Kadag Shunu Bumkir Chan Chup Sho Ram Yam Kam Om Ah Yinki Bendar Rigpe Soktorsh Jandruk Jazer Tigle Dudyon Tra Noso Sami Kampe Damsig Di Rangrig Sawa Sungi Laso La Nime Nampe Nangdu Trupa Bo Tugpe Drazer Tigle Chenpor Shak Zunzin Drage Keme Yingsu Dro Trulnong Sito Sepe Trinle Drup Lundrub Nangshi Yeshe Tarchine Kadag Shunur Vomkur Chan Chub Sho. Now we'll say this twice in English. Ram Yam Kam Om Ma Hung. Within the skull cup of fundamental space, the ritual offerings of awareness are arrayed. The 6 lamps, rainbow rays, and spheres of light are the glittering, desirable qualities. This is the wondrous, inconceivable Samaya. To the self-aware Devata assemblies of the 3 roots, the offerings are offered in the state of non-dual equanimity. The pointy edges of thoughts are confessed within the great sphere. Enemies and obstructors, the grasper and the grasp, are liberated in unborn fundamental space. Diluted appearance awakens in the basis and accomplishes the enlightened activities. Perfecting the primal knowing of the naturally self-accomplished 4 visions, may I awaken in the youthful vast body, original purity. Ram Yam Kam Om Ma. Within the skull cup of fundamental space, the ritual offerings of awareness are arrayed. The 6 lamps, rainbow rays, and spheres of light are the glittering, desirable qualities. This is the wondrous, inconceivable Samaya. To the self-aware Devata, assemblies of the 3 roots, the offerings are offered in the state of non-dual equanimity. The pointy edges of thoughts are confessed within the great sphere. Enemies and obstructors, the grasper and the grasp, are liberated in unborn fundamental space. Diluted appearance awakens in the basis and accomplishes the enlightened activities, perfecting the primal knowing of the naturally self-accomplished 4 visions. May I awaken to the youthful vast body, original purity. And now this next one, this is the middle length one. And when I said before that they've been doing 100,000 Tsok offerings every day, this is it. So they say this 100,000 times in one day. There's 200 or 300 monks and nuns, but this is the recitation that they're traditionally saying for the shower blessings, Tsok. Ram Yam Kam Om Ma Hum Guru Sasum Laso La Dudyon Lonchok Sokchod Bo Damsig Namchak Tamched Shak Nurmon Dragek Saldu Tab Trinle Rabjan Lundrub So Sokni Nirzok Nodrub So Gana Saktra Putsa Ho Ram Yam Kam Om Ahung Guru Sasum Laso La Dirdyon Lochot Sokchot Bo Damsig Namcha Tamchit Shag Nirmon Drageg Saldu Tab Trinle Rabjan Lundrub So Sokni Nirzog Nodrub So Gana Saktra Putsa Ho Ram Yam Kam Om Ahung Guru Sasun Laso La Dudyon Lodchot Sokchot Bo Damsig Namcha Tamchit Shag Nirmon Drageg Saldu Tab Trinle Rabjan Lundrub So Sokni Nirzog Nodrub So Gana Saktra Putsa Ho Ram Yam Kam Om Ahung Guru Sasun Laso La Dirdyon Lonchok Sokchot Bo Damsig Namcha Tamchit Shak Nirmon Drageg Saldu Tab Trinle Rabjan Lundrob So Sokni Nirzob Nodrob So Ram Yam Kam Gana Saktra Putsa Ho Ram Yam Kam Guru Sasun Laso La Dirdion Noncho Sokchod Bo Damsik Namcha Tamche Shak Nirmon Dragik Saldu Tab Trinle Rabjan Lundrub So Sokni Nirzob Nodrub So Gana Saktra Putsa Ho. Now twice in English. Ram Yam Kam Om Ma Hum. To the Guru and the assemblies of the three roots Devatas, this wealth of sense pleasured is offered as the feast. I confess all deteriorations of Samaya, neurosis, enemies, and obstructors are offered to the mouths of the Devatas. Naturally self-accomplished, fast, enlightened activities, may the two accumulations be swiftly completed. Bestow cities, Gana Satra Putsaho. Ram Yam Kam Om Ahung. To the Guru and the assemblies of the three roots Devatas, this wealth of sense pleasure is offered as the feast. I confess all deteriorations of Samaya, neurosis, enemies, and obstructors are offered to the mouths of the Devatas. Naturally self-accomplished, fast, enlightened activities, may the two accumulations be swiftly completed. Bestow cities, Gana Satra Putsaho. So we'll say this one 3 times out loud, and then you can say it at your own pace. Ram Yam Kam Om Ahung Guru Dewa Da Kini Gana Satra Putsa Utsita Balingta Kai. Ram Yam Kam Om Ahung Guru Dewa Da Kini Gana Satra Putsa Utsita Balingta Kai. Ram Yam Kam Om Ahung Guru Dewa Da Kini Gana Satra Putsa Utsita Balingta Kai. Ram Yam Kam. Ram Yam Kam Oma Hong Guru Devada Kinigana Sacha Puta Utsita Balingta Kai. So now page 92. Emaho Soge Sarpama Dongpo La Kuna Yeshe Lungi Drupe La Rangjun Chen Po Pema Yab Yumni Kadro Trin Pun Trig La So Wadem Sampa Nir Dru Bar Jingi Lo Lenen Chak Pe Namin Tu Ket Pe Nedun Bar Ched Mak Trug Muge So Kyo Zal Dren Pe Mola Zed Ched Pe Zal Ze Ning Ne Kuru Organ J Sampa Nir Du Drupar Jingi De Dan Su Trim Tong Lang Gom Padang Tut Pe Yu Drol Drel Yo No Sha Se Sherak Pun Sum Sok Pe Dun Dun Po Sem Chen Kun Gi Gyu La Ram Zug Ne Jig Ten De Ken Den Par U Ching Zo Sampa Nir Du Drupar Jingi Gang La Ne Dang Dung Nam Mi Du Ken Jung Po Dum Dan Gyao Po Chet Padang Me Chu Zel Zen Lam Trang Jik Pa Che Sei Par Ta Tuk Pe Ne Kyab Kun Kyab Dan Re Sa Zen Du Mi Chi Be Tuk Je Zung Shi Guru Orgin Je Sampa Nu Du Drupar Jingi Lo. Wondrous, in the center of a lake upon the stem and corona of a lotus flower, the fivefold body of the Devata of naturally self-accomplished primal knowing, great self-occurring Father and Mother, amidst vast clouds of dakinis, to you I pray, grant blessings for the swift accomplishment of wishes, due to the ripening force of negative actions, illness, demons, obstacles, war, strife, and famine, are immediately ended upon remembering your face. From my heart, I beseech you, revered organ, please remember your promise. Grant blessings for the swift accomplishment of wishes, training in faith, morality, and generosity, freeing our minds by studying, having a sense of modesty, shame, and wisdom. These are the 7 perfect and complete treasures. Instantly cause them to perfectly enter the minds of all sentient beings, bringing happiness and joy to the world. Grant blessings for the swift accomplishment of wishes. Whatever illness, sufferings, and undesirable situations, spirits, demons, and oppressions from the ruler, fire, water, wild animals, dangerous paths, and terrifying situations, on all occasions which can threaten our lives, there is no other hope or refuge. Hold us with your compassion, revered organ guru. Grant blessings for the swift accomplishment of wishes. And the next page. Dusum Sangye Guru Rinpoche Nodrup Kundag Dewa Chenpo Sap Bartsen Kunsal Dulu Dragpo Sa Sowa Debso Jingi Labtu So Chinang Sangwe Barched Shiwa Dang Sampa Lungi Drupar Jingi Lo Dusum Sangye Guru Rinpoche Nodrup Kundag Dewa Chenpo Sap Bartsel Kunsal Dudu Dragpo Tsa Sowa Debso Jingi Labtu So Chinang Sangwe Barched Shiwa Dang Sampa Lungi Drupar Jingi Lo Buddha of the three times, Guru Rinpoche, exalted great bliss, master of all accomplishments, wrathful manifest energy, dispeller of all hindrances and subduer of demons, to you I pray for blessings and transformation, pacify outer, inner, and secret obstacles, and grant blessings for the natural self-accomplishments of wishes. Okay. So now Genevieve or James is going to bring around a plate of food. Please don't eat anything yet. Just wait one moment. You're going to take one piece of this and put it on a plate that they're going to bring around afterwards. Please don't put anything in a wrapper or chocolate on it because it's going outside. Blueberry.
Where'd that come from?
It fell off my plate.
This one?
My plate. It went underneath your jacket. So once you've given food, then you can eat. Yeah, that's true. But he's not.
From everybody?
Me, Genevieve. Okay, so we can put the food away for now, and then we'll be finishing the practice now, and then we can eat again. So page 83. It's fine. Ram yam kam oma hong pensamrita hong ha ho shri e arali shring shring za. La dag jig pe song dudyon na den la torze pendang de wei trin le zo. Haughty worldly spirits who gather the remainders, please accept this remaining torna endowed with the 5 sense pleasures and perform beneficial and joyous activities. Om Utsita Balingta Kayi. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Yeah, that works. Thank you. You can just hold the race that Jordan's giving you until the end. Okay, so now we'll keep going. Sokye lame kyo kordu, toki korlor korwayi, daksendro wa malupa, kilkor chik tu druparsho. Within the mandala of the lake-born guru, by turning the wheel of the wisdom feast, may I and all beings without exception be liberated within one mandala. And now you can say a few of Vajraguru mantras, the Oma Hong Vajraguru Benzo sitting, page 99. Om. Okay, now page 77. Now we're taking the 4 empowerments. La me ne sumi ge dru sum le, ozer karmar ting sum jung ne shu. Rangi ne sum tempe go sum gi, drip chang gu sun tu ki dor jer. Tarni lama korche hudu zu, karmartik le hungi san paru. Rangi timpe lame tu rang sem yer men lan ke chokerne. From the 3 syllables in the Guru's 3 places emerge 3 rays of white, red, and dark blue light. As these are absorbed into my own 3 places, my 3 doors are purified of obscurations and become the vajras of enlightened body, speech, and mind. Finally, the Guru and his retinue dissolve into light, which becomes a white sphere, glowing red and marked with Om. As this is absorbed into my heart, the Guru's mind and mine join in separately and dwell in Dharmakaya. Page 84. In the middle of page 84. Hung. Ke me choku kalong ne gag me la kunang wai cha ri me tong sel nang tu tim. Hung, from the inner sky of unborn Dharmakaya, the unobstructed form of the Devata appears and dissolves into emptiness clarity, free from all directions. Gesa chan chu chen po no wo rang sin tuk je sao organ lama so ke je kusun lun gin drupayi tashi dampe deleg sho. The roots of merit are dedicated to great awakening. The essence, nature, and compassionate manifest energy are the unsurpassed lake-born Lord of Organ, the spontaneously accomplished 3 bodies. May all be auspicious, sacred, joyous, and excellent. All right. All right. So that concludes Tsok. So we're going to say some dedication prayers and long life prayers. Oh yes, a mantra bhaja aspiration.
That's on page 27.
We should say that first. Okay, page 27. Let's do it.
Because Rinpoche asked us to do this prayer on the 29th.
Okay. Homage to Arya Manjushri, the youthful, to all the Buddhas, the lions of the human race, in all directions of the universe, through past, present, and future. To every single one of you, I bow in homage. Devotion fills my body, speech, and mind. Through the power of this prayer, aspiring to good actions, and the victorious ones vivid here before my mind, and I multiply as many times as atoms in the universe, each one bowing in prostration to all the Buddhas. In every atom preside as many Buddhas as there are atoms, and around them all their bodhisattva heirs. And so I imagine them filling all the space of phenomena without exception, saluting them with an endless ocean of praise, with the sound of an oceans of different melodies. I sing of the Buddha's noble qualities and praise all those who have gone to perfect bliss. To every Buddha I make offerings of the loveliest flowers, of beautiful garlands of music, perfumed ointments, the best of parasols, the brightest lamps, and finest incense. To every Buddha I make offerings, exquisite garments and most fragrant scents, powdered incense heaped high as the cosmic mountain, arranged in perfect symmetry. Then upon vegetable offerings, inspired by my devotion to all the Buddhas, moved by the power of the faith of good actions, I pay homage and offer to all you victorious ones. Whatever negative acts I have committed, while driven by desire, hatred, and ignorance, with my body, my speech, and also with my mind, before you I confess and purify each and every one. With a heart full of delight, I rejoice in the merits of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, partake Buddhas, arhats in training, and those beyond training, and every living being throughout the entire universe. You who are like beacons of light shining throughout the worlds, who pass through the stages of enlightenment to attain Buddhahood, freedom from all attachment. I exhort you, protectors, all of you, turn the unsurpassable wheel of Dharma. Joining my palms together, I pray to you who intend to pass into nirvana, remain for eons as many as the atoms in the world, and bring well-being and happiness to all living beings. What little virtue I have gathered through my homage, through offering, confessing, and rejoicing, through exhortation and prayer, all of it I dedicate to awakening. Let offerings be made to Buddhas of the past and all those who now dwell throughout the 10 directions of the universe. Let all who are yet to come swiftly fulfill their wishes and attain the states of awakening in the Buddha state. Let as many worlds as there are in all the 10 directions transform into realms that are as vast and utterly pure, filled with Buddhas who have sat before the mighty Bodhi tree, around them all their Bodhisattva sons and daughters. Let as many sentient beings as there are in all the 10 directions live always and forever in happiness and health. Let all beings meet the Dharma that befits them the best, so that may also hope for be fulfilled. As I practice the training of enlightenment, may I recall all my previous lives, and in my successive lives, through death and through rebirth, may I always renounce the worldly life. Training in the footsteps of all the victorious ones, may I bring great actions to perfection, and my moral conduct be taintless and pure, never lapsing and always free from fault. In the languages of devas, nagas, and yakshas, in the languages of demons and humans too, in however many kinds of speech there may be, I will teach the Dharma in the languages of all. Taming my mind and striving in the paramitas, I will never forget the bodhicitta. May all my harmful actions and obscurations they cause be completely purified, every single one. May I be freed from karma, neurosis, and the demons of ego, and act for all benefits in the world, just as the lotus flower with mud and water do not cling, or the sun and moon that course unhindered through the sky. Throughout the reach and range of the entire universe, I will pacify completely the sufferings of all lower realms. I will lead all beings to happiness and work for the ultimate benefit of each and every one. I will bring enlightened action to perfection, serve beings so as to suit their needs, teach them to accomplish good actions, and continue this throughout all the eons to come. May I always meet and be accompanied by those whose actions accord with mine, and in my body, speech, and mind as well, may our actions and aspirations always be one. May I always meet spiritual friends who long to be of true help to me, and who teach me good actions. Never will I disappoint them. May I always behold the Buddhas here before their eyes, and around them all their Bodhisattva sons and daughters, without ever tiring, throughout all the eons to come. May the offerings I make them be endless and vast. May I maintain the sacred teachings of the Buddhas and cause enlightened action to appear. May I train to perfection in good actions and practice these in every age to come. May I cycle through all possibilities of existence. May I gather inexhaustible merit and primal knowing, and so become an inexhaustible treasury of noble qualities, of skillful means and wisdom, samadhi and liberation. In a single atom may I see as many pure realms as atoms in the universe, and in each realm Buddhas beyond all imagining, encircled by all their bodhisattva heirs. Along with them may I perform the actions of awakening. And so in each direction, everywhere, even on the tip of a hair, may I see an ocean of Buddhas, all to come in past, present, and future, in an ocean of pure realms, and throughout an ocean of eons, may I enter into enlightened action in each and every one. Each single word of the Buddha's speech, the voice with its ocean of qualities, bears all the purity of the speech of all the Buddhas. Sounds that harmonize with the minds of all living beings, may I enter into the speech of the Buddhas. With all the power of my mind, may I hear and realize the inexhaustible melody of the teachings spoken by all the Buddhas of the past, present, and future, as they turn the wheels of Dharma. Just as the Buddhas enter into all future eons, so may I too know them instantly, and within a fraction of an instant may I know all that will ever be in past, present, and future. In an instant may I behold all those who are lions of the human race, the Buddhas of the past, present, and future. May I always be engaged in the Buddha's way of life and actions through the power of liberation, where all is realized like an illusion. On a single atom, may I actually bring about the entire array of pure realms of past, present, and future, and then enter into those pure realms in each atom and in each and every direction. When those who illuminate the world still to come gradually attain Buddhahood, turn the wheel of Dharma, and demonstrate the final profound peace of nirvana, may I always be in their presence. Through the power of swift miracles, the power of the vehicle like a doorway, the power of conduct that possesses all virtuous qualities, the power of loving kindness, all pervasive, the power of merit, which is totally virtuous, the power of primal knowing, free from attachment, and the powers of wisdom, skillful means, and samadhi, may I perfectly accomplish the powers of awakening. May I purify the power of karma, destroy the power of harmful emotions, render negativity utterly powerless, and perfect the power of good actions. I will liberate oceans of sentient beings, understand oceans of dharma, realize oceans of wisdom, perfect oceans of actions, fulfill oceans of aspirations, serve oceans of Buddhas, and perform these without ever growing weary through oceans of eons. All the Buddhas throughout the whole of time attained enlightenment through good actions. And their prayers and aspirations for enlightened conduct, may I fulfill them all completely. The eldest of the sons of all the Buddhas is called Samantrabhaja, total goodness. So that I may act with a skill like his, I dedicate fully all these merits, to purify my body, my speech, and my mind as well, to purify my actions in all realms. May I be equal of Samantrabhaja in his skill at good dedication. In order to perform the full virtue of good actions, I will act according to Manjushri's prayer of aspiration. And without ever growing weary in all the eons to come, I will perfectly fulfill every one of his aims. Let my bodhisattva acts be beyond measure. Let my enlightened qualities be measureless too. Keeping to this immeasurable activity, may I accomplish all the miraculous powers of enlightenment. Sentient beings are as limitless as the boundless expanse of space. So will my prayers of aspirations for them be as limitless as the karma and harmful emotions. Whoever hears this king of dedication prayers and yearns for supreme awakening, who even once arouses faith, will gain true merit greater still than by offering the victorious Buddhas infinite pure realms in every direction, all ornamented with jewels, or offering them all to the highest joys of gods and men, for as many eons as there are atoms in those realms. Whatever truly makes this aspiration to good actions will never again be born in lower realms. They will soon be free from harmful companions and soon behold the Buddha boundless light. They will acquire all kinds of benefit and live in happiness. Even in this present life, all will go well, and before long they will become just like Samantrabhaja. All negative acts, even the 5 of immediate retribution, whatever they have committed in the grip of ignorance, will soon be completely purified if they recite this aspiration to good actions. They will possess perfect wisdom, beauty, and excellent signs, be born in a good family with a radiant appearance. Demons and heretics will never harm them, and in the 3 worlds will honor them with offering. They will quickly go beneath the Bodhi tree, and there to sit to benefit all sentient beings, then awaken to enlightenment, turn the wheel of Dharma, and tame Mara with all of his hordes. The full result of keeping, teaching, or reading this prayer of aspiration to good actions is known to the Buddha alone. Have no doubt supreme awakening will be yours. Like the hero Manjushri, who attained knowledge of all things just as they are and follow Samantrabhaja's example too, so I will emulate and train in all of that, and thus make supreme dedication of this virtue. All the victorious ones of the 3 times, whatever dedications they have supremely uttered, and all the roots of virtue for as well, I supremely dedicate for all beings to perfect good actions. When it is time for me to die, let all that obscure me fade away, so I look upon the boundless light there in person and go at once to his blissful realm. In that pure realm may I actualize every single one of these aspirations. May I fulfill them, each and every one, and bring help to beings for as long as the universe remains. Born there in a beautiful lotus flower, in that excellent and joyous Buddha realm, may the Buddha's boundless light himself grant me the prophecy foretelling my awakening. Having received the prophecy there with billions of emanations sent out through the power of mind, may I bring enormous benefit to sentient beings all directions. Through however small virtues I have gained by reciting this aspiration to good actions, may the virtuous wishes of all beings, prayers, and aspirations all be accomplished through the sacred boundless merit attained by dedicating this aspiration to good actions. May all those now drowning in the ocean of suffering reach the supreme realm of boundless light. May this king of aspirations bring about the supreme aim and benefit all sentient beings. May they perfect what is described in this holy prayer uttered by Samantrabhaja. May all the lower realms be entirely emptied. Okay. This was Choji Rinpoche. It's page 51. This is a long life prayer for Choji Rinpoche. Om Svasti, the indestructible self-born essence of Amitayas, primordially uncharacterized by either birth or death, by the truth of the fundamental purity of phenomenality itself, may the supreme God of beings, the victorious one, may he live a long life. With the unobstructed creativity of the Vajra clouds of highest ecstasy, expanding through space, the skillful dance of Mahajala, with the truth of the spontaneity of interdependent phenomena. May the supreme guide of beings, the victorious one, may he live a long life with the fearlessness, wisdom, and kindness, which is the power of primordial awareness, the essence of the precise secret teachings of the Vajrayana, the wish-fulfilling jewel. The victorious banner of teaching, practice, and action is raised to the pinnacle. May he live long as he fulfills the aspirations and wishes of living beings, sounding the Dharma as a conch shell trumpet with the auspicious pattern of a right-handed spiral, causing the essence to enter the ears of many beings of the three habitats, above, on the surface, and below the earth, accomplishing the spread of virtue victoriously in all directions. May this fortunate supreme guidance sovereign live a long life. May the Lama Vidyadhara live for 100 eons, victorious in the war against adverse inner and outer obstacles, spontaneously accomplishing vast value to the Dharma and living beings. May this most excellent auspicious vision pervade forever. Page 17. Like the hero Manjushri, who attained knowledge of all things just as they are, and following Samantrabhaja's example too, so I will emulate and train in all of that, and thus make supreme dedication of all this virtue. All the victorious ones of the three times, whatever dedications they have supremely uttered, and all the roots of virtue as well, I supremely dedicate in order to accomplish the deeds of the excellent. The precious supreme mind of awakening, may it be born in those who have it not. Wherever it has arisen, may it never degenerate, and may it always go greater and greater. May the great tradition of the Bodhisattva abbot, the Vajra master, and the Dharma king pervade and flourish through the three realms of the world. May the experiences of all beings never be separate from the three jewels, and may there be virtue and excellence throughout the three times. In the world in general, and in this nation, may not even the names disease, famine, war, and suffering be heard. May virtuous qualities, merit, and prosperity greatly increase, and may continuous good fortune and sublime well-being perfectly arise. In the world in general, and in this nation, may not even the names disease, famine, war, and suffering be heard. May virtuous qualities, merit, and prosperity greatly increase, and may continuous good fortune and sublime well-being perfectly arise. In the world in general, and in this nation, may not even the names disease, famine, war, and suffering be heard. May virtuous qualities, merit, and prosperity greatly increase, and may continuous good fortune and sublime well-being perfectly arise. By this merit, may all beings gain omniscience, and thus defeat neurosis and negative actions, which are the enemies. From the turbulent waves of birth, old age, sickness, and death, from the ocean of becoming, may all beings be liberated. We need to print out that prayer. Thank you, everyone. That was wonderful.
Thank you for leading. This was really good.
Yeah.